Good morning once again, grade 3, and welcome to yet another science lesson with teacher Delisa. Now for today's lesson, we will be looking at a very interesting model. You will all look at it very carefully and observe it. I will give you some time to walk around, come and check it, look at it properly, because after I will be asking questions and you will have to tell me what is today's topic. So let's look at the diagram. Let's look at the model, Let's look at the model. Let's look at it carefully, observe it. Take your time and look at it very good. Everything you see, keep it in mind because I will be asking you. Good. Now let's get into today's lesson. Now from looking at this model here, what is today's topic? What have you observed? You observed seed? Yes. What else? Yes, Mar. Plant? Very good. Tisha, what did you see? Sun. Very good. So, now for today's topic, we will be looking at germination. What we will be looking at? Germination. And under germination, we will be looking at the subtopic seed germination. What are we looking at? Yes, very good. We will be looking at seed germination. And from observing this model, what is germination, Marisha? Germination is a seed bursting. Yes, we can work with that. Anyone else? What is germination? Mary, what is germination? Germination is a plant. Okay, that's good enough. Now let me give you a little definition on what exactly is germination. Everyone seen on the chalkboard? Good. What is germination? Germination is the development of a seed into a new plant with the necessary conditions. Let's read together. What is germination? Germination is the development of a seed into a new plant with the necessary conditions. Now you will read independently. Now come on, pay attention. What is germination? Germination is the development of a seed into a new plant with the necessary conditions. Very good. Now let's look back. Let's look at the model once more. Remember, we said germination is a seed developing into a new plant. Great. Are we seeing a seed on this model here? Yes. Point the seed out. Let me see. This? Good. Very good. That is a seed. And in germination, there are some basic stages for a seed to germinate. And that first stage is the seed. Germination is the seed. Remember, today's topic is seed germination. So the first thing we have to get is our seed. Then the next stage from the seed is called the radicle. What is it called? Radicle. Very good. And that is that very first shoot we see burst out from the seed. If you look carefully, you will see it there. The first shoot shoot we see burst out. That stage is called the radicle. The next stage is known as the sprout. What is the word? Sprout. Very good. And the sprout is when we see the first root. So from the radicle, from this first shoot, it develops into a small root. And from the root, anyone see it there? From the root, what stage is next? The leaf. That stage is known as the young plant. The young plant. In that stage, we don't have any flower, any bud, or anything. We just have the little leaves shooting out. So we have the leaves and the root. And then we have the last stage, which is known as the adult plant. What is it called? The adult plant. And from looking at this model, what makes it different from the young plant? Yes, Trisha? Very good. The adult stage, there is a flower and a bud. Very good. Now, before all of this can occur, there are some necessary conditions. Needed. There are some necessary conditions under which germination takes place. Good. Let's go right back to this model once more. Let's look at the model. There are some necessary conditions in order for the seed to germinate into a new plant. Let's look at the model once again. What else do you observe? Yes, Michelle, what do you see there? You see the clouds? Yes, there is clouds. What else? Yes, Kevin, the sun. You see the sun. So one of the stages for germination to occur, one of the necessary conditions, for germination to occur is light, or sunlight as we know it. Then there is another condition that is necessary for germination to occur. Let's look at this model carefully. Let's look very good. What else do you observe? Yes, Keisha, would you like to tell me? Stand, please. What else do you observe? Let's look carefully. Yes, there is a water can. And do you see the water poured out of the water can onto the seed? Do you see it there? Yes. So we need water. So the next condition is water. And there is another very, very important condition for germination to occur. It's all around us. Yes, air. Very good. Air. So let's go it over. The conditions necessary for a seed to germinate are 1. Light, water, and air. Let's read together now. The conditions necessary for a seed to germinate are light, water, and air. One more time. Conditions necessary for a seed to germinate are light, water, and air. Great job. Now, before we get into today's activity, we will do a quick recap. Because after that, you will all get activities to complete. And I will see all the persons that were paying attention. germination. What is germination? Germination is the development of a seed into a new plant with the necessary conditions. What is germination one more time? Germination is the development of a seed into a new plant with the necessary conditions. And some of those conditions are light, water, and yes, Mauricio, air. Great job. And the seed goes through various stages. Let's go them through. The seed first, then it bursts out into the radicle, the sprout, a young plant, and yes, Paul, the last stage, the adulthood. Very good. Mauricio, do you agree with him? Yes, you agree. Why do you agree? Because that's the stage with the flower and the bud. Great job. Now quickly, into your groups. Here is your activities. Now, group berry. Your first question, you will match the following stages of germination to the correct picture. Remember, we just went through the stages. Good, you'll match it to the correct picture. 2. List 2 requirements necessary for germination to occur. The conditions under which the seed can burst out. And group cherry, you will draw pictures. You will draw pictures to represent the following stages. We have 1, you will draw the seed. 2, the radicle or the shoot. And 3, an adult plant. Then we have group apple. Group apple. Your first question, in your own words, say what is germination from what Miss would have just explained. 2, list 3 stages of germination is in order. List 3 necessary conditions for germination to occur. And the last question, oh, that is it. That is it for group apple. You will have 15 minutes to complete your activities. Good. Time is up. Everyone would have done exceptionally well. But remember, most of you forgot a very important stage necessary for germination to occur, and that is air. Remember, if the seed does not have enough air, it will not get to germinate. Remember, a seed needs all 3 of these stages for it to become a new plant. So please don't forget that. That is very important. So let 2 other persons. What are the other necessary conditions for germination to occur? Yes, Melissa. Light or sunlight, water, and air. Great job. Now for homework, you will plant a piece in water and cotton for 1 week, giving it the full requirements necessary for it to develop into a new plant. And after that, you will bring it to school so teacher can give you feedback as to what stage your piece has developed into. Right? So don't forget, the plant needs all 3 of the necessary conditions for it to become a new plant. Good? Until next class, thank you.